Have you ever felt like your story was over? Like you've reached a dead end with nowhere else to go? Let's dive into a tale. A tale of a man who once stood on the precipice of despair. His dreams were shattered, his hopes reduced to ashes. Lost in the labyrinth of life, he felt the crushing weight of hopelessness. Every path seemed to lead to a wall, every door seemed locked. The world around him was shrouded in a thick mist of uncertainty. It felt as though he was stuck in a perpetual twilight, void of the warmth of dawn or the tranquility of dusk. Yet, in the core of his being, nestled deep within his spirit, a tiny flame flickered, a flame of hope, a flame that refused to be extinguished. And that flame, my friends, is what kept him going, what kept him fighting, what kept him believing. Just when you think your story is over, remember it's just a chapter. The book isn't closed yet. But what if I told you your story isn't over? What if I told you God's not done with you yet? Let's consider divine intervention for a moment. This belief, this idea that everything, the good and the bad, happens for a reason. It's not an alien concept. Take the life of someone like Thomas Edison. After countless failures, he invented the light bulb. Or Abraham Lincoln, who faced numerous defeats before becoming one of the most respected presidents of the United States. Their stories were far from smooth sailing, but they never gave up. Why? Because they understood that God has a plan for everyone. You see, the struggles, the setbacks, the disappointments, they're all part of the journey. They're not signs of defeat, but rather stepping stones leading us toward our true destiny. So don't lose hope. Keep going, because God's not done with you yet. Remember, the darkest hour is often just before the dawn. But how do you keep going when everything seems to be against you? How do you find the strength to persevere? The answer lies in the power of faith. Faith is not just a word, it's a force, an energy that can move mountains, that can turn the impossible into possible. It's a beacon that lights up even in the darkest of times, a compass that guides you when you're lost, a shield that protects you when you're under attack. Take a moment to think about a time when you were faced with a challenge that seemed insurmountable. You may have felt defeated, ready to throw in the towel, but then you found a spark of faith within you, a belief that you could overcome this hurdle. And you did. That's the power of faith. It's the fuel that keeps us going when the going gets tough. Your story isn't over because God's not done with you yet. Keep going, keep believing, and remember the best is yet to come. Having faith is one thing, but acting upon it is another. It is the action, the step forward that brings about change. It's like a seed. Faith is the seed, but it needs to be planted, nurtured, and given time to grow. You may have heard the saying, faith without works is dead. This means that faith alone is not enough. It must be accompanied by action. It's not enough to just believe that things will get better. You have to make the effort to make them better. You have to put in the work, make the sacrifices, face the challenges head on. This is the catalyst of change. It's the driving force behind every success story, the secret ingredient that turns dreams into reality. So, don't just have faith, act on it. Plant that seed, nurture it, and watch it grow into a mighty tree. Remember, you have the power to change your story, to turn the page and start a new chapter. And always remember, God's not done with you yet. If you found this video helpful, please share it with someone who might need a little extra motivation. And don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up. Until next time, stay blessed.